Okay, yeah, that's cool. That's I appreciate the accolades on that. How did I get coined the powder coach? Where did that all come from? You know, probably to understand that you have to know a little bit of my background. Is So I was public school educated, state of Alabama. Was raised in a very much lower middle class family, and God, I love my parents for it. It taught us hard work and all those things. So we definitely learned how to work hard and chase our dreams and those things. But I went to I worked multiple full time jobs to pay my way through college, and I was going to college to be I wanted to be a high school math teacher. It's all I ever wanted to do is teach math in high school. And I was I was working at a factory where that had one of the first powder coat systems in the southeast, and so I learned that system. And as my college stuff was sort of going along, I learned very quickly that teachers just didn't make a whole lot of money, and I had the opportunity to go. I learned the powder stuff very easily. It came to me very easy for some reason, and I've always had the ability to teach a little bit, I guess. So I began to take some consulting jobs or some 6 months jobs here, 6 months here, whatever, going in and helping factories sort of turn their powder coating operations around and all that. But where the coach part comes from, so in oh gosh, let's see. So when my youngest daughter was 9, she played softball, like little rec league, whatever, softball, all that. She wanted to play travel ball, and she had a she wanted to be a pitcher, and the guy and I are the her coach at the time and I are great friends. So, but he knows this story. But he basically said, "I just don't think you're going to be a pitcher. I don't need you at pitching lessons. I need you at hitting lessons and other lessons and to learn other positions or whatever." And she really wanted to be a pitcher, and so I could not, like a lot of dads, you can't if you can't find a team, you create a team, right? So I put together. We took a group of girls who had left other teams and whatever. We put them together when they were 11. They won a national championship on ESPN, and I coached girls softball all the way up until my daughter was out of high school. I actually helped coach her high school team and call pitches and stuff like that during her senior year. So I've always coached girls for what was that, nine? I spent about 9 years coaching and on a ball field and coaching girls and whatever. And I use that same philosophy in teaching the seminars. I use that philosophy in the book, where it's more of a playbook sort of way to look at it. In that, I guess so. My philosophy when I coached was always, I think a smarter team beats a more talented team more often than not. If and especially if all things are close to equal, the smarter team always wins. And I think that too. I really believe that when it comes to running a powder coating business, I am the only powder coating business um, coach in 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 the United States, in the world, as far as I know, but where we actually talk about the business of powder coating. It's not just about we take this part and we put a color on it and we change the color of this part. It's not just that. It's how do I do that and go make money with that? It's great that you change the look of it, but how do you go make money doing it? Because there are plenty of people doing it. Why not be you? And that's what I try to show people. I want people to understand why powder does what it does. Why do we clean the way that we clean? Why do we prep the way that why is prep the most important thing? Why is the prep work the difference between the people that make, that do millions of dollars a year versus the people that don't? Uh, how do you brand? How do you actually job cost? How do you job price? Um, that sort of thing. So yeah, I've always viewed it from I view it from a coaching standpoint and a teaching standpoint, because also the way I look at it is I ain't going home with you. I'm not going to be there for, I can't always be there, but I'm going to, I want to give you enough knowledge that you can think your way through a lot of the issues and be successful. I've trained dozens upon dozens. Well, I've trained over 20, I think probably over 22, 23,000 people at this point in different seminars and one-on-one trainings and things that I've done. And there's several hundred at this point that that have $1 million businesses, and I'm proud of that, man. I'm very proud of the fact that we've had several people that had a dream and they were tired of building someone else's dream and not building their own, and they were willing to take a chance to come to a seminar and to talk to us and to see how maybe we could help them begin or help them, learn. Hey, I'm standing on A. Hell, I don't even know how to get to B. Like, what? I don't know the first step, and that they trusted us with sort of guiding them along that. Because man, I had a lot of help as I was sort of growing in this industry and learning, and I learned from a whole lot of people that it would take for forever to thank them all. As a matter of fact, that was the hardest part of my book, was writing out the thank yous and sort of reminiscing about all the different people that helped me along the way. But yeah, so that's probably, I'm most proud of that than anything. But yeah, that's where the coach thing comes from. It's not, I don't show up at seminars wearing a whistle and a visor and carrying a clipboard or anything. We don't have cheerleaders. I wish we had cheerleaders, but we don't have cheerleaders or any of that fun stuff at them. But yeah, that's it. All comes. It goes back to my teaching background, or my wannabe teacher background from college, and the whole softball deal. So yeah, that's where that came from.